Hello everyone, welcome to GS Pulse. In this video, we'll cover today's important current affairs through exam-oriented MCQs. Let's begin with the first event. ICAR and NDDB sign MOU to boost dairy innovation, focusing on climate-resilient research, farmer empowerment and sustainable manure management. Let's check the first MCQ from this event. What is the main objective of the ICAR, NDDB, MOU? Option A. To increase milk export prices. Option B. To promote joint research, innovation and capacity building in the dairy sector. Option C. To privatize dairy farms. Option D. To reduce government subsidies in agriculture. The correct answer is option B. To promote joint research, innovation and capacity building in the dairy sector. The MOU aims at collaborative research, innovation and capacity building to strengthen the dairy sector. Next MCQ. Which specific challenges does the partnership target in the dairy sector? Option A. Climate resilience, low productivity, fodder and sustainable manure management. Option B. Urban milk supply chains and branding. Option C. Taxation of dairy products. Option D. International trade agreements. The correct answer is option A. Climate resilience, low productivity, fodder and sustainable manure management. The partnership focuses on addressing climate resilience, low productivity, fodder issues and sustainable manure management. Let's move to the next event. Digital India Corporation and Uttar Pradesh Development Systems Corporation Limited sign MOU to set up 65 AI and data labs across Uttar Pradesh, boosting the state's AI ecosystem and digital inclusion under the India AI Mission. Let's check the first MCQ from this event. Which organizations partnered to strengthen the AI ecosystem in Uttar Pradesh? Option A. India AI and Microsoft. Option B. IBM and NASSCOM. Option C. Google and UP Government. Option D. Digital India Corporation and Uttar Pradesh Development Systems Corporation Limited. The correct answer is option D. Digital India Corporation and Uttar Pradesh Development Systems Corporation Limited. The MOU was signed between Digital India Corporation and Uttar Pradesh Development Systems Corporation Limited to enhance the AI ecosystem. Next MCQ. How many data and AI labs are planned to be established in Uttar Pradesh under this initiative? Option A. 35. Option B. 50. Option C. 65. Option D. 100. The correct answer is option C. 65. The partnership plans to set up 65 AI and data labs across Uttar Pradesh for AI-ready infrastructure and skilling. Let's move to the next event. India co-chairs the 16th ADMM Plus counter-terrorism meeting in New Delhi with Malaysia to boost multilateral anti-terror cooperation. Let's check the first MCQ from this event. Which countries are co-chairing the 16th ADMM Plus EWG on counter-terrorism? Option A. India and Malaysia. Option B. India and Singapore. Option C. Malaysia and Indonesia. Option D. India and Vietnam. The correct answer is option A. India and Malaysia. The event is jointly chaired by India and Malaysia. Next MCQ. What major activity is planned by Malaysia in 2026 related to this counterterrorism cooperation? Option A. Field training exercise. Option B. Summit conference. Option C. Tabletop exercise. Option D. Diplomatic summit. The correct answer is option C. Tabletop exercise. The news mentions that Malaysia will host a tabletop exercise in 2026 as part of the counterterrorism cooperation plan. Let's move to the next event. Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan launches the Drug-Free Campus campaign at Delhi University, introducing an e-pledge portal and mobile app under Nasha Mukt Parisar Abhiyan to make all central higher education institutions drug-free. Let's check the first MCQ from this event. Who inaugurated the Drug-Free Campus campaign at Delhi University? Option A. Prime Minister of India. Option B. Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan. Option C. Education Minister. Option D. Chief Justice of India. The correct answer is option B. Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan. The campaign was launched by Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan. Next MCQ. What initiatives were introduced along with the Drug-Free Campus campaign to promote drug-free campuses? Option A scholarship program and online library. Option B. Campus infrastructure grants. Option C. New examination guidelines. Option D. An e-pledge portal and mobile app under Nasha Mukt Parisar Abhiyan. The correct answer is option A. An e-pledge portal and mobile app under Nasha Mukt Parisar Abhiyan. An e-pledge portal and mobile app were launched under Nasha Mukt Parisar Abhiyan to encourage drug-free campuses in central higher educational institutions. Let's move to the next event. Centre notifies National Sports Governance Rules 2026 to regulate national sports bodies with a merit-based system and 50% women representation. Let's check the first MCQ from this event. Under the new National Sports Governance Rules 2026, the minimum number of sportspersons of outstanding merit required in general bodies is, with of them being women. Option A. 2 and 25%. Option B. 4 and 50%. Option C. 3 and 40%. Option D. 5 and 60%. The correct answer is option B. 4 and 50%. The rules mandate at least 4 sportspersons of outstanding merit, half of whom must be women. Next MCQ. The new rules introduce a merit system with how many tiers to guide athlete representation and eligibility norms. Option A. 5. Option B. 8. Option C. 10. Option D. 12. The correct answer is option C. 10. A 10-tier merit system, from Olympic to national champions, is set up to regulate athlete representation, elections and eligibility norms. Let's move to the next event. India launches BRICS 2026 logo and website with the theme, Building for Resilience, Innovation, Cooperation and Sustainability, marking 20 years of BRICS. Let's check the first MCQ from this event. Who launched the BRICS 2026 logo and website? Option A. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. Option B. Prime Minister of India. Option C. President of Brazil. Option D. BRICS Secretary General. The correct answer is option A. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. The launch was done by External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, who unveiled the logo and website for India's BRICS Presidency 2026. Next MCQ. What is the theme of India's BRICS Presidency 2026? Option A. Global Economic Growth. Option B. Unity in Diversity Only. Option C. Building for Resilience, Innovation, Cooperation and Sustainability. Option D. Technological Advancement. The correct answer is option C. Building for Resilience, Innovation, Cooperation and Sustainability. The official theme is Building for Resilience, Innovation, Cooperation and Sustainability, reflecting the focus of the 2026 presidency. Let's move to the next event. 40 crore rupees DST Nidhi Deep Tech Hub launched at IIM Ahmedabad to boost technology translation and startup innovation. Let's check the first MCQ from this event. What is the primary purpose of the DST, Nidhi Center of Excellence at IIM Ahmedabad? Option A. To provide scholarships for students. Option B. To drive deep tech startups and technology translation. Option C. To build infrastructure for manufacturing. Option D. To conduct agricultural research. The correct answer is option B. To drive deep tech startups and technology translation. The hub aims to drive deep tech startups and act as a national center for technology translation and venture creation. Next, MCQ. What initiative was launched alongside the hub to accelerate Indian innovations? Option A. Innovation Grants Scheme. Option B. Export Promotion Council. Option C. Research Fellowship Program. Option D. Translation Endeavors. The correct answer is option D. Translation Endeavors. Translation Endeavors was launched to link academia, investors and government for faster commercialization of Indian innovations. Let's move to the next event. The Indian Army conducts exercise Sanjay Shakti at Dighi Hills to boost civil-military coordination for disaster and emergency response. Let's check the first MCQ from this event. Where was the exercise Sanjay Shakti held and under which command? Option A. At Dighi Hills Range under Southern Command. Option B. At Poonamalle Hills under Eastern Command. Option C. At Shimla Hills under Northern Command. Option D. At Nilgiri Hills under Western Command. The correct answer is option A. At Dighi Hills Range under Southern Command. The exercise took place at Dighi Hills Range under the Southern Command, covering the Maharashtra, Gujarat, Goa area. Next, MCQ. What was the primary objective of exercise Sanjay Shakti? Option A. To test new weapon systems for offensive operations. Option B. To strengthen civil-military coordination, rapid response, and public safety in rare areas. Option C. To conduct international military drills with foreign armies. Option D. To evaluate logistics for supply chain management in urban zones. The correct answer is option B. To strengthen civil-military coordination, rapid response, and public safety in rare areas. The exercise aimed to improve civil-military coordination, rapid response capabilities, and public safety during disasters and emergencies in rare areas. Let's move to the next event. MIT launches Param Shakti supercomputing facility at IIT Madras, delivering 3.1 petaflops with indigenous Param Rudra system built entirely in India. Let's check the first MCQ from this event. Which organization developed the Param Shakti supercomputing facility? Option A. IIT Madras. Option B. NSM. Option C. MIT. Option D. CDAC. The correct answer is option D. CDAC. Param Shakti was developed by CDAC under the National Supercomputing Mission. Next, MCQ. What is the peak performance of the Param Shakti supercomputer? Option A. 1.5 petaflops. Option B. 2.5 petaflops. Option C. 3.1 petaflops. Option D. 4.0 petaflops. The correct answer is option C. 3.1 petaflops. The system delivers 3.1 petaflops, enabling over 3.1 quadrillion calculations per second. Let's move to the next event. Meghalaya appoints Justice Revati Mohite Dher as the first woman Chief Justice of Meghalaya High Court, succeeding Somen Sen. Let's check the first MCQ from this event. Who has been appointed as the first woman Chief Justice of Meghalaya High Court? Option A. Somen Sen. Option B. President of India. Option C. Justice Shillong. Option D. Revati Mohite Dher. The correct answer is option D, Revati Mohite Dear. Justice Revati Mohite Dear was sworn in as the first woman Chief Justice of Meghalaya High Court. Next, MCQ. Whose recommendation led to the appointment of the Chief Justice by the President of India? Option A, State Governor. Option B, Supreme Court Collegium. Option C, High Court Judges. Option D, Chief Minister. The correct answer is option B, Supreme Court Collegium. The appointment was made by the President of India on the recommendations of the Supreme Court Collegium. That brings us to the end of today's important current affairs. If you found this video helpful, do like the video and subscribe to GS Pulse for daily exam-focused current affairs. Take care of your health. Stay consistent with your preparation, and let's connect again in the next video.